Another very common type of real world kind of question in your O level last question is talking about household finance. Okay, so in this case, it is about buying a house. Mr. and Mrs. Tan bought a condominium. Okay, it has a square foot of 1152, and the selling price is okay 1494 per square feet, and you have a 5% early discount. Okay, so the price that they paid for, pretty straightforward. For A, price will be equals to 1152 times 1494, and that is the actual price before discount. So after discount, you have to times 35 over 100, and you will get 1.6 million 5033.50. Remember, money is must always be in two decimal place. Even if it's one decimal place, you got to give it in two decimal place. Okay, so and then for B, they are Singaporean citizens and they own a HDB flat. They do not have any intention as such. So this kind of real world application question, they will tell you a story, and then more often than not, this is what is happening, what is actually happening, around the world, be it in Singapore and anywhere else. Okay, so you have to pay two kind of stamp duty, which means additional money because you are buying more than one house. All right. So for this condominium, there is 1.6 million. First, you have to pay the BSD. So in the BSD, they say that the first 180,000 is 1%, next 180,000 is 2%, and the next 640,000 is 3%. So we must find what is the remaining amount first. So the remaining amount will be equals to 1635033.60. First, I minus 180,000. Okay, and 2 of 180,000 actually. Okay, and then I minus off again 640,000. Okay, so this is the so-called remaining amount, and this actually comes up to 635033.60. Okay, so this is the remaining amount. So now in this case, I can find what is the BSD that he needs to pay, which is let's do from the bottom, which is 4% of 635033.60 plus 1% of 180,000 plus 2% of 180,000. Okay, and then plus 3% of 640,000. Okay, so this is the BSD that he have to pay. Okay, and that's not all, because there is another ABSD, which is the additional one. Now, because this is his second property, okay, so we are looking at this portion, the 12% portion. Okay, so a lot of real world application is about understanding the question, understanding what does the question wants, and understanding how to apply your mathematical stuff to the question correctly. Okay, is equals to 12% of the second property. How much is the condo? It is 1.6 million. 1635033.50. Okay, so you use these to find your BSD and your ABSD, and so the total stamp duty you will equals to your BSD plus your ABSD. Alright, and you will get your answer. Okay, so that's how you find the stamp duty. Okay, now the next part is, usually when we buy a house, we do not have enough 1.6 million to pay for the whole house. Okay, so we will need to borrow from the bank. So after he make a 20% down payment, okay, so the principal which we borrow from the bank is always the remaining amount from after the down payment. So the principal, okay, is equals to 80% of 1635033.50, and that will come up to 1.3 million 1308026.88. Okay, so this is the amount that I need to borrow from the bank. Okay, now, and in this kind of question where they ask you to determine which bank they should sign if they can only afford a monthly installment, so sometimes we all know that taking a longer loan will mean more interest. Yes, okay, but because we have to answer in relation back to the question, so even if a longer loan would mean more interest, but because their affordability is 6,000, so we got to keep in mind of that. So for then, in order to get the 5 marks or the 7 marks or the 8 marks of usually this kind of question, you have to present both plans and both options, and then argue why is it better. Okay, so for this CBCO, now since it's a simple interest, the formula for simple interest is I equals to PRT over 100. Yeah, be careful, remember. Okay, so the total interest is 1308026.88. Okay, mass times 2.18. For how many years? For 2 years, over 100. Okay, then plus, this is doing for the bank A first, plus same thing, the principal 13266.88 times 2.68. For how long? For 18 years. Okay, over 100. All right, and so you will find out the total amount that is here. Okay, which is, you can don't have to find out this. Okay, you can put it together. So the total installment, okay, is equals to the principal 1308026.88 plus your interest, okay, divide by the total number of months, which is 12 times 20, because he borrowed from 20 years. Okay, and this will work out to your installment amount. Okay, that is for the bank CBCO. Okay, so we are going to do the same thing for the other bank, which is BSOP. Okay, the interest would be also equals to the principal times 1.95 times how many years? Times 2 years. Okay, over 100. Okay, plus the principal times 2.15. Okay, times, in this case, because they borrow from 30 years, right, so they have to, there's another 28 years remaining. Okay, over 100, and you find out the interest. Okay, and again the installment, okay, will be equals to your principal, which is 1308026.88 plus I, which is the interest that you are calculated above, over 12 months times 30, because you borrow it for 30 years, and then you get a second amount. Okay, so one of these amount will be more than 6,000. Okay, so this is where you decide, to choose. So okay, like I say, even though that the loan period of 30 years would mean you have to pay more interest to the bank, but because you stretch it over a longer period of years, the amount that you need to pay every month will actually be lesser. Okay, so how do you argue? So you can say that they should choose BSOP bank because the monthly installment is lesser than less than 6,000. Okay, and that's why they can afford it, although the tenure is longer. Okay, although the tenure is longer. Alright, now the important part about real life application is I also know that you are very young. You are like 16, and some of the things you have not seen in this before. But always remember that in the finance kind of question, it's always talking about percentage. It's always talking about money. Okay, it's always talking about how much discount that you're applying to something. All right. After applying the discount, when you are doing on a higher purchase, the amount that you borrow from the bank is less after the down payment. So if this 20% down payment means you're borrowing 80% from the bank, and then use the 80% will means your principal, and then use your principal to find out what is the monthly installment that you have to pay. Okay, again, don't be worried, don't be confused, be very clear of what does the question wants. Do it step by step. Slowly answer the first few questions. They will ask you to find the discount, buying price, selling price, and then we slowly lead up to the back. All right, good luck.